Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at some text conversations with creepy backstories.
In this first one, these are texts between a young girl named Emily and her mom. Emily sent me screenshots of these texts along with a background story to go with them. First, to read the texts. Emily says to her mom, "Are you home?" "No, still with your dad, what's up?" "I heard someone come in."
Oh my god, someone's literally came into her house. That's one of my biggest fears. Imagine you're home alone and somebody literally walks into your house and you hear them. My house is quite an old house, so it creaks all the time and it actually freaks me out. Every single time I'm sat in my room and I hear a creak, I think there's a killer downstairs.
"The house? Is Peter home?" "I don't know, I've been in my room." "I don't think so, because he was supposed to work till 12 tonight." "Are you sure you heard the door open then?" "Mom, there's someone in the house."
Okay, so somebody's in the house. What the mum needs to do is call the police. This is literally what it's like in movies. Like, if there's ever a killer in a movie that's chasing somebody, they literally run and fall over, or they get into a building and then, like, ring somebody. Don't ring your friend, ring the police.
"What? Who is it?" "Mom, I don't know. There's some man walking around downstairs. I'm scared. What do I do?" "Emily, find somewhere to hide right now. I'm calling the police. Lock your door right now and hide somewhere in your room, okay?"
Instead of hiding in your room, literally try to climb out a window and get to a neighbor's house. Did these people not realize that if you're in the house, they will probably try to find you? To be fair, they might not have a window in their room or it could be very high up, but still try to get out of the house. If you stay in the house, there's a possibility the person will be able to get you.
"Okay, I'm in the closet." "Okay, good, sweetie. I'm on the phone with the police. Don't make any noise at all. Stay in the closet until you hear the police come inside the house." "Do you still hear them?" "Mom, he's trying to open the door." "Emily, please just be quiet. You're gonna be okay. The police are almost there." "Emily, the police are there. Are you okay?"
Okay, so the text ended. What happened to her? I'm assuming that Emily's okay because she sent this in to the person. It's probably gonna have some weird twist where it was the dad in the end.
This was what was going on that night when Emily sent these texts to her mom. She was home alone while her mother was out to dinner with her dad, and her older brother Peter was working late. Nobody was expected to be home except for her at this time, so when she heard the front door closing downstairs, she was immediately alarmed and concerned. She texted her mother asking if she and her dad possibly returned home early, to which her mother shot that down, saying she was still with her father. On the side, sometime between her mom asking Emily if she was sure she heard the front door open and her follow-up question mark, Emily texted her brother Peter as well asking if he was home, and he replied he was still at work.
Okay, so basically she's completely home alone. It isn't her mom, her dad, or her brother. Who is in her house? Do you reckon it could be like another relative, like a granny or a granddad? I just hope that the poor woman's okay.
At this point, Emily peeked out her bedroom door down the stairs and saw, in her words, a 30-something-year-old tall man in a hoodie, beanie, and black sweatpants walking around her living room. At this point, she started to freak out and locked her bedroom door as quiet as she could and continued to text her mom. Upon telling her mom some stranger was in the house, the mom suggested Emily hide in the closet while she got on the phone with the police.
Don't hide in the closet, get out of the house. This is literally what it's like in horror film. Like, it's always set out like that. She's literally setting herself up to get murdered. She literally looked down her hallway. She's seen a 37-year-old man in a hoodie, black sweats, doesn't know who he is, and she decides to hide in her room. If you've got a window, open the window and jump out.
While sitting in her bedroom closet trying to wait this nightmare out, Emily heard the man fiddling with the doorknob to her bedroom, trying to open the door, followed with him trying to forcefully break the door open by the sound of it. This was where Emily stopped replying to her mother, as she was too scared to even move a muscle in fear of being heard, even after the man gave up on the door.
Okay, so the man gave up in the end. Is he gonna go back and try to get her? Is he gonna go in another way? Emily, lock your window, forget trying to jump out of it.
Police arrived and entered through the front door, which was unlocked, and they knew to go straight to Emily's closet. It was only then, when the police opened the closet door, that she felt safe to move. The intruder had stolen a number of valuables, but Emily was fortunate enough to have made it through this unharmed. She called her mother while the police were there to let her know she was okay, and the parents returned home shortly thereafter.
That is just so freaky because that probably happens quite a lot. Think of it, houses get broke into all the time and the burglars probably don't think that somebody's going to be in there. Do you reckon the guy's been stalking them? Like, that is quite freaky. My parents never let me stay home alone whenever I was younger. Even up until the age of 12 or 13, I still had to go everywhere with them. And even now, my parents are scared to leave me home alone in case an intruder comes in.
In this next one, the following texts are between a girl who wishes to remain anonymous, who I'll just refer to as Amanda, a guy named Jake who she met a handful of times through friends, and separate texts among Amanda and her friend Alyssa. It starts with Jake texting Amanda, "Hey," and this is how it goes. "Hey, what are you doing?" "Nothing, what about you?" "Same, wanna hang out?" Maybe, what do you want to do? I mean, we can't hang here because my parents are home, but what if I came to you? Are your parents home? Nope. So let me come, lol. When? I'm free now if that works for you. What made you even think to hit me up? You're really pretty and I just want to hang out with you. Okay, I look like a potato right now, so you have to give me some time to get ready. That's fine, what's your address?
If somebody asks for your address, do not give it to them unless you're best friends with them. If I was friends with somebody, I wouldn't give them my address. Literally none of my friends have been to my house and I just don't want them here. There's just something about it that's so creepy, like I just couldn't imagine somebody being at my house.
Word, I'll head over soon. Wait, no, don't, I need time to get ready. The text between Amanda and Jake left off there, where he apparently left her text unread when she asked him not to come over just yet. At the same time, she went to go text her friend Alyssa about it, as Alyssa's part of the same friend circle as the two of them. Amanda was surprised to be hearing from Jake and texts Alyssa to see her reaction about it. This is how those texts went. OMG, he randomly hit me up, and he wants to come over. Are you gonna let him? I told him yeah, but to let me get ready. He said he's gonna head over soon. I told him wait, but he left me on scene. Wait, hang on. I feel like it's weird that he's texting you. I'm gonna call him.
Wait, why are you gonna call him? That's so weird. Oh my god, that girl needs to get out of the house. Jake isn't who he seems he is. Jake's literally gonna kidnap her. That is so freaky. Like, imagine if that's not actually Jake. That's like somebody else. I love how I'm literally saying all these things are gonna happen when I've got no idea what's gonna happen.
Why? Don't mention me. I won't, but he's not picking up FaceTime anyway. I'm calling Jamie. This is weird. Why is it so weird? Because I know he wouldn't just text you like that.
Wait, has something happened to Jamie and somebody's on Jamie's phone? Oh my god, that's so freaky. Imagine that person wants to meet up with that girl and then do the same thing that what they done to Jamie. Is this gonna be like some type of creepy serial killer thing?
Immediately, Alyssa finds it surprising and odd that Jake would text Alyssa, for the sole reason that Jake was apparently on the verge of officially dating someone else. When Alyssa tries to call Jake multiple times but fails, she then resorts to calling Jake's sister Jamie, who was also part of the same friend group. All the while, Amanda is confused as to why Alyssa finds this all so weird. Alyssa's last text to Amanda was OMFG, before calling her, revealing that Jamie told her over FaceTime that Jake lost his phone the day before, and his Find My iPhone was disabled.
Wait, so somebody's literally on his phone? I told you that's gonna happen. That's so freaky. Oh my god, that's so weird. I'm kind of scared of meeting people. Imagine if I think I'm meeting one of my friends, but it's actually somebody who's stolen their phone. Hello, that's a new fear and phobia of mine.
They obviously quickly draw the conclusion that whoever was texting Amanda was not Jake. Jake then got on the phone with Amanda and told her that whoever had his phone was nobody that he knew because he lost his phone during his morning run. The three didn't know whether it was just a prank or not until Amanda got a follow-up text from the person who had Jake's phone saying, "I'm here, I'm at the door."
Oh my god, they literally went to her house. This is a random person. This isn't somebody she knows. That's so freaky. Is she home alone? I can't remember if she said in text messages if she was or not. This is why you never tell people you're home alone. If it's somebody at the door delivering a parcel, somebody you talk to in the street, say that you've got lots of people with you in case they literally try to kidnap you.
Given that the whole reason this person came over was because Amanda said her parents weren't home, and whoever was on the other side of the door likely meant her harm, and they were aware she was a defenseless girl home alone. Amanda looked through the peephole of her front door, and there was someone in a hood standing on her front porch.
Oh my god, there's somebody literally outside of her house. That's such a big fear of mine. Like, that's so scary. Who is this person? She doesn't know who it is.
Amanda sent one final text saying this: "I know this phone was stolen. I called the cops already. They're almost here. You better get out of here and never come back or you'll be sorry. We also have you on video cameras, so wave hello." The person read the text right away and didn't respond. The next time she checked through the peephole, the person was gone. Jake was able to get his IMEI number, and since it was being used for illegal activity, police helped track the phone to a man who lived a town over, who was prosecuted accordingly, and in this case, justice was actually served.
Okay, so a man got arrested and charged. Are we gonna find out who the man is? Like, let's see what he looks like. I want to know stuff about him. Do you reckon this is the first time he's done something like that? I mean, he went to your house thinking that she was home alone, so what was his intentions?
In this last one, these were the texts received by single mother Marissa Rivera. Marissa was awoken by her phone vibrating on her nightstand at 1 in the morning on a Friday night. On the screen were a bunch of texts from her son John. The text went as follows: "Mom, I need help. I got into a car accident. Can you come pick me up? I think I injured my elbow. The damage is pretty bad. I don't know what to do."
See, that's bad enough, getting a text message like that from somebody. But this has obviously got a creepy backstory, so that might not be him.
"Please tell me you're joking. Are you okay?" "Yes, my elbow just hurts." "Where are you?" at the intersection of Robeson Street and Humphrey Lane by Longley Supply. Is Kevin with you? No, I'm alone.
Imagine getting into a car crash and you're alone. It would be bad enough getting into a car crash with somebody, but if you're alone on your own, it's even worse. Please tell me this is actually your son. I hope this isn't sinister.
Okay, just stay there, I'm coming. Marissa started to get ready to go to her son's aid when she remembered he had location sharing on with her. So, wanting to make sure he gave the right location, she checked where her son's iPhone was located. She was taken aback when she saw John's location was at the house, not at this random intersection. She went to John's room, but he wasn't in his bed. So she went and called her other son Kevin, who was also still out. Kevin picked up his phone, sounding intoxicated, according to Marissa.
Wait, so the son's phone is in the house. So how is that person texting her? Is that from another phone? I don't know, something about this is scary and I think we're about to find out what's going on.
And when asked if Kevin was with John, he said yes, and John said hi mom into the phone, less drunk sounding than Kevin. The two were together and claimed there was no car accident and that John lost his phone. Marissa came to the horrible realization that if her kids were telling the truth, somebody else was in the house with her using John's phone.
Oh my god, stop it. No, it's literally 9 p.m. and I'm going to sleep soon. I'm not getting freaked out by videos.
Marissa left the house with her cell phone and called the police while hiding in her car, reporting a breaking and entering. When police showed up and searched the house, nobody was there. On top of that, John's phone location was updated to down the block, but that was the last known location before it was either turned off or broken. The office window of the house was the most likely entry and exit point since, according to Marissa, it's easily liftable and big enough for most people to fit through.
This is why you need to lock all your windows and lock all of your doors. If I could have it my way in this house, my bedroom door would have a lock, my bathroom door has a lock, and I'd get another lock. Every single door should have a lock. It's just so scary to think that somebody could literally chase you in your house and you could get stuck behind a door. And a lock is the only thing keeping you safe.
Marissa was having the conversation with her sons while standing in the middle of the house, loud enough for whoever was in the house with her to hear her realization that the car accident never happened, and heard her rushing out of the house. What most likely happened here was somebody who knew John either stole or found his phone, broke into the house through the window, and tried tricking their mom into leaving the house so that they could rob the place while nobody was home.
Who would do that? Like, what type of friends do these people have? I'm actually quite scared because imagine if a friend of mine tries to do this. Don't get any ideas because it'll not work.
Thankfully, she called her other son and was able to realize it was some kind of setup, and she was able to get the police to the house. The family was never able to find out who was the one who sent the text on John's phone. Perhaps another story illustrating the importance of having a passcode on your phone to prevent a stranger or anybody else from having complete access to it.
So basically they never actually found out who was behind the thing. That's even worse because like you don't actually know who broke into your house. It could be his best friend, his ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, anyone. That's what I don't like about these stories. They always have cliffhangers so you never really know what actually happens in the end. Anyways guys, that was some text conversation with creepy backstories. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, press the big red subscribe button. I post a new video every single day on this channel and 2 videos a day at the weekend. Thanks so much for watching this point if you have already, and yes, I'll see you all in my next video.